영어 원서 읽기 The Little Prince chapter 2 시작합니다. So I lived my life alone without anyone that I could really talk to until I had an accident with my plane in the desert of Sahara. 6 years ago, something was broken in my engine, and I just had with me neither a mechanic nor a passenger. I set myself to attempt the difficult repairs all alone. It was a question of life or death for me. I have scarcely drinking water to last a week. The first night that I went to sleep on the sand 1,000 miles from on a human habitation, I was more isolated than a brick slayer swept the river of the ocean. Thus you can imagine my amazement at sunrise as I was awakened by our old little voice. I said, if you please draw me a shop. What? Draw me a shop? I jumped to a feet, contemplated on drugs. I blinked my eyes hard. I looked carefully all around me, and I saw Mr. Extraordinary small person, who stood there exclaiming me with great seriousness. Here you may see your best portrait later. I was able to make of him, but my drawing is certainly very much less charming than its model. That, however, is not my fault. The grown-ups discouraged me and hindered careers. I was 6 years old, and I never learned to draw anything, except balls from outside and the balls from inside. Now I stared at the sudden apparition with my eyes fairly staring out of my head in astonishment. Remember, I had a crescent in the 1,000 miles from any unaffected region, and yes, my little man seems neither to be straying under a century among the sands, nor be fainting for fatigue or hunger or thirst or fear. Nothing about him gave a suggestion of a child lost in the matter of desert, the 1,000 miles from a human habitation. Where at last I was able to speak, I asked him, "But what are you doing there?" And the answer repeated very slowly, and if it's speaking of matter of great consequence, "If you please, draw me a shop." When a mystery is too overpowering on the dare that does obey, observed myself to me 1,000 miles from human habitation and danger death. I took out my pocket a sheet of paper and my foundation pen. But then I remembered how many studies and concentrated geography, history, arithmetic, grammar, and I told the little chap that I did not know how to draw. He answered me, uh, that doesn't matter, though, draw me a ship. But I had never drawn a ship. So draw for the true picture I had drawn to stop it. It was that of boa constrictors for outside, and I was astonished to hear the little fellow phrase with, "No, no, no, I do not want elephants inside boa constrictors. A boa constrictor is a very dangerous creature, and that elephants are very cumbersome. When I live, everything is very small. What is I need this strip? Draw me a shop." So then I made drawing. I looked at it carefully, and then he said, "No, this strip is already very sickly. Make me another." So I made another drawing. My friends smiled gently and gently. "You see yourself," he said, "that it is not shape, his ram, its horns, though that I did not drawing over once more. But it's more rejected too, just like the others. This is one too old. I was shaped that we're alive a long time. But I'm not part-time paintings was extensive, but I was in the hurry to start taking my engine apart. So I tossed up this drawing I drew of the exclamation with it. There is not only a box, it's sharp as scaffold inside. I was very surprised to see light break over the face of my young child. This is exactly the way I want it. Do you think that this chap will achieve a great deal of grass? Why? Because where I live everything is very small. That will surely be an old grave for him. I said I did very small strip that I have given you. I've been bent his overdrawing, not so small that look, it has just gone to sleep. And that is how I made a contest of Little Prince. Thank you.